I sent an email to Nicole, and I said, Nicole, I want to know the top things that they want to know at this conference when I come to deliver this presentation. This is what you told me. I'm going to teach you the top 8 ways in your book to more effectively deliver a business presentation so that you can get your audience to do what you want, so you can motivate them, show credibility, and even make more money. And I'm going to start with how to make boring topics interesting. You should know I'm going to model everything I suggest you do. It used to drive me crazy when I'd go to these conferences and people would tell me to do stuff, but they either wouldn't tell me exactly how to do it or they wouldn't show me how to do it themselves. Everything I'm going to suggest you do, including what I just did, which is called the circle of knowledge, by the way, and I'll give you the steps to it later, I'm going to model for you. And I'm going to start with these fish right here. This is called a hook. And as you know, in fishing, if you don't make the hook appealing, they don't want it. You got to do the same thing with your presentations. And the number one way that adults find hooks appealing is if you tell them why you're going to give it to them. Most people start with what? Exactly, they start with the what you're going to get. It doesn't work. Do you remember the first thing I said to you? Hi, I'm Jason Teteak. I gave you my credentials, but then I said, I'm going to show you how to gain a competitive advantage by delivering an irresistible presentation that gets your audience to do what you want. You didn't know how I was going to do it yet. You didn't know what it was going to look like yet, but you knew why you wanted it. I was in line to buy an iPad a few years ago for my wife, and a man and I were talking in this line, because it's about 100 people long. This is when they first came out. And I looked at him and I said, I see you're in line to buy an iPad. And he says, yep. I said, what does it do? He goes, I don't know. I've never seen one. You've never seen one? He goes, nope. I said, well, then how do you know you want it? Because it's going to change my life, he says to me. This is how he says it. It's going to change my life. Really? Why is it going to change your life? He goes, because Steve Jobs, I watched him present on this. And he explained to me that it's going to save me time. I'm going to get things done finally. And I'm going to be able to have some fun too, because I get really bored during the day. He's telling me all these things like, wow, everything he's telling me is which one? Why he'd want it. Here's the practical. I want you to, for your next presentation, to take all the topics you're going to teach. And next to each one, I want you to write down whether you think it'll make your audience more successful, more happy, or have more freedom in their life. Just write an H, S, or F next to each topic. Then write down why, and then look at all those summaries of those topics, and then summarize all that in one sentence. Like, I'm going to show you how to gain a competitive advantage by delivering a presentation that gets your audience to do what you want. Doesn't that make business professionals more successful when they get their audience to do what they want? And won't it make them happier when they have that competitive advantage? And when I said that, you could hear a pin drop in here. Did you notice that? Because everyone wants it. If you know you did this right, by the way, if you say it and the people say, oh, I've been looking for someone like you. That's a hook. That's the first way to make your presentations amazing and irresistible. Hi, I'm Jason Teteak from Rule the Room, and you're about to learn how to deliver money-making presentations using tools and techniques that most business professionals will never know. If you're looking to advance your career, boost your income level, persuade your clients or customers, or motivate and inspire your coworkers, then this is the course for you. Even if you are comfortable speaking in front of an audience in meetings, keynotes, and other public speaking venues, you're about to gain a competitive advantage by learning dozens of powerful techniques you've never seen before to sell your ideas, add value to your small talk, overcome your nerves, and make an incredible impression. And if you're concerned that your fear of public speaking is holding you back from advancing in your career, we'll give you concrete steps you can take to stand in front of an audience and deliver your message comfortably. This is one of our most popular workshops for professionals. That's probably because we surveyed hundreds of business leaders, entrepreneurs, and independent consultants to determine the top 8 things they needed to give effective business presentations. This program addresses all 8. Let me just tell you how this course is organized so you can get a feel for what's in store. In the first section, you'll learn how to turn any topic, no matter how boring, into one that fascinates and holds the attention of your audience. And you'll learn how to overcome your fear of public speaking and feel less nervous when you're in front of an audience so that your audience feels safe with you. In Section 2, you'll learn how to make comfortable small talk to help you land more clients and build rapport with your coworkers. This is one of the top things that business clients want to know. How do I talk to people one-on-one? Next, you'll learn how to keep your audience listening, even after 45 minutes. Why 45 minutes? Studies show that people's minds start to wander about every 10 minutes. It's called the drifting theory. But even more importantly, after 45 minutes, the drifting interval starts to quickly speed up, and you really risk losing your audience. You're going to learn the tools you can use to keep them on the edge of their seat no matter how long your presentation. And finally, in Section 2, you'll get the answer to one of the most common questions business leaders ask. How do I tailor my message for the specific people in the room? You're going to learn how to do it, even on the fly. In Section 3, you'll find out how to handle challenging people in your audience, the gripers, complainers, resenters, experts, talk hogs, quiet types, and know-it-alls. These people can quickly derail a presentation, so you need to know how to handle them and stay on track. You'll learn the top 10 most common presentation mistakes and how to fix them or avoid them to start with. And finally, you'll learn how to use the top 5 best practices in public speaking to deliver a convincing, persuasive message to your audience. Thank you for taking this course. We're looking forward to learning with you. Let's get started. We wish you the best in your career.